fun. Oh, this is fun. Tail weavers are coming, bringing with them bags of tails. Tail weavers are coming, bringing with them bags of tails. Listening to stories of far and near, musical sounds they fill our ears. Listening to stories of far and near, musical sounds they fill our ears.
Hello everyone, I'm here today with a folk tale from the northeastern region of India. It is from the state of Meghalaya and it is a Khasi folk tale. The name of the tale I'm going to read to you today is The Rooster and the Sun. At the very start of creation, birds, beasts and man spoke the same language, and man was master. One day, man invited all living creatures to a grand festival that he had organized. Everyone came in on time. They danced and enjoyed themselves, except for the sun and her younger brother, the moon. They arrived at the end of the festivities. As they came in late, they danced after everyone had stopped dancing. Watching the brother and sister dance, a few creatures found it quite amusing. Now amongst the animals, there were a few annoying animals like the owl, the mouse, the frog, and the monkey. They watched the sun and moon dancing and began to laugh at them and tease them. This upset the sun so much that she ran to a cave and hid there. Seeing his sister do that, Brother Moon too quickly followed. Now the sun plays a very important part in this world. Was it a good idea to make fun of it? No, not at all. Now what do you think happened when the sun hid in the cave? There was darkness all around. All the creatures were terrified. There was chaos, anxiety, and hopelessness all around. The festivities ended, and there, in the dark, was disorder all about. Everyone begged and pleaded and asked the sun and moon to come back, but it was all in vain. It was just no use. They did not listen to anyone and ignored them. To do away with the confusion and bring back peace to the place which now seemed had no ruler, man took on the responsibility and said, "The sun and the moon are in the land of the sun. Who amongst you have the courage to bring them back?" Everyone eagerly waited for someone to take the first step, but no one answered. They then approached the elephant. The elephant answered politely, "I can go to the cave to call them back. However, I am as large as a mountain. I won't be able to enter the cave. My only wish now is to wait for their return. And then we can start our festivities again. And then on, I'll be the carrier and servant of man." The horse, cow, goat, tiger, and birds took on the responsibilities to take part in the festival's procession. However, no one was brave enough to get into the cave. The hornbill that sat silently, filled with pride and arrogance, thinking himself the strongest and most beautiful creature amongst them all, suddenly said, "Oh, you meek creatures! I take on my shoulders this great charge of bringing back the sun and the moon, and I am sure they will come back." All the other creatures were now very happy to hear the hornbill's offer. After entering the cave, the hornbill met the sun. The sun welcomed him graciously, attended to him well, and spoke to him very politely. After having received so much attention from the sun, the hornbill thought the sun was in love with him. And instead of asking the sun and moon for forgiveness and to ask them to come out of the cave, He asked for her hand in marriage. The sun became furious with this. She flung a low stool at him. It hit him on his neck and twisted it. He then couldn't lift up his head to look at the sun. The sun cursed the hornbill. "You ill-behaved creature! From now on, you will carry that golden stool of mine on your head and move around with it. You will always suffer from breathlessness, and you will never be able to look up at me. You will always fly with your head down, and you will never be forgiven for this fault." The hornbill returned home with his head bent down in shame. He shared his experience with everyone and then went away to hide himself. There was commotion all around again. Who will now take the responsibility to bring back the sun and moon to their midst again? Man then inquired, "Who amongst you will take this responsibility?" No one answered. Man again asked, "Is everyone present here, or is someone missing?" Everyone answered together, "It's the rooster that's not here. Maybe he will be able to solve our problem." The rooster was called by man, and he finally came. The rooster looked around at everyone and said, "All the creatures of this world are here. You're all witness to that. I'll go and get the sun and the moon back, even if I have to sacrifice my life for your sins. However, I have no proper clothes. I do need a respectable tail and symbols of office to present myself in front of Her Highness the Sun. Give me these before I go. And also, you must promise to allow me to sacrifice myself in your religious rituals. Then I'll have no objection or hesitation to go to the cave to bring back both the sun and the moon." A beautiful tail and symbol of office were given to the rooster. They even put on a red crown on his head. The rooster then started on his long journey. He first passed the land of death and finally reached the land of the sun. The sun welcomed him courteously and attended to him well. She offered him a plate of delicious food, but the rooster only took the grains and powdered husk and was satisfied with that. The sun then asked him why he had come. "I stand here before you, O your highness, to seek your forgiveness, for the creatures now know they acted in ignorance and have now repented. I have come here to offer my life in exchange for their freedom from this punishment. Return to their midst, Great One. Restore light to their lives. I bow before you 3 times, laying down the symbol of office, my shield and sword, and crow before you, cock-a-doodle-doo. And after that, I'll hope for you to return." Moved by his humble request and selflessness, the sun not only gave in, but also spared the rooster's life. The rooster bowed in gratitude and said, "From now on, O your highness, I will remind myself and the world of the mercy you have shown us. At the start of each day, I will announce your coming with a bugle of 3 calls so that all living creatures will know you have returned, in order that the earth might live. So every morning, after the rooster crows cock-a-doodle-doo, the sun shows its face and the earth lights up." I hope you enjoyed the Khasi folktale. We'll see you again soon with more tales from Monterongo.
Tap on the subscribe button and hit on the bell icon.
নমস্কাৰ, মই হলো তৰা। মই আপোনালোক সকলোকে অনুৰোধ জনাব বিচাৰিছো, ককা আইতা, বৰ্তা বৰমা, জেঠাই জেঠু, মহা মাহী, মামা মামী, পেহা পেহী আৰু আংকেল আণ্টি আৰু মোৰ বন্ধুসকল, আমাৰ সাধুঘৰ নামৰ এই ইউটিউব চেনেলটি আপোনালোকে যেন অনুগ্ৰহ কৰি ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰে। আমি সদায় ধুনীয়া ধুনীয়া নতুন নতুন সাধু লৈ আহিম। ধন্যবাদ।
মজা